second. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. All right. Do that. Sure, I think that should work. Give me 1 second. Right there. Alrighty. There we go. Hello, Ken, big fan. How's your day going? And hello, Meme Kid. Hello, Alan. How's your day going? Okay. Everything is in order, I think. Hello, Justin. How's your day going? You bet $50 that I'll draw girls today? Me? No. What? Please draw feet. I don't think I will, but, you know, who knows? Maybe I will. Okay. I think I'm going to be moving on from this canvas. It's been here for a while, but I'm not really using it. So I'm going to... Oh, actually... Well... First, let's get rid of those, and then... Get rid of that. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. A little bit late, but it'd be like that. First I'm gonna do some sketches. Or warm-up drawings, basically. I don't know what I'm going to sketch, though. Actually, I'll just draw whatever. Is my mic off? No. Can you guys not hear me? Hello, Maxie. If you can hear me, then. Yeah, my mic's fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna draw some Aisha. I don't know. I have about 3 canvases plus this random one. So, one of them is going to be Aisha, one of them is going to be Kishirika, and another one is probably going to be either Ushiwakamaru or Saber or, maybe Ishtar from Fate Grand Order. She peeing? No, she's just squatting or bending down. Yeah, crouching or something? She peeing? No. Yeah. Don't you know anime girls don't pee? Silly person. Silly Justin. I'm joking. This is a precarious pose. What, can people not squat down anymore? People can't crouch? Crazy. Hello, Just User. Why 18 plus in the title? Not because I'm going to be drawing anything 18 plus, but just to advertise that I am in fact a NSFW artist. Just so people know what they're getting into. Plus, it's not like I never draw anything like super suggestive on stream. Like that Shinobu drawing I did. Why is everything 18 plus? Mainly because I thought I was doing, well, I mean, essentially, I was already drawing NSFW from before I started doing YouTube. When I started doing YouTube, it kind of doubled my workload in a way that was kind of unmanageable. Of course, it's not like everything is 18 plus. I don't know what you're talking about. No, actually, I don't know what you're talking about. Because if you're saying everything's 18 plus, then that's just a lie or hyperbole. So, are you speaking literally, or are you talking about the titles, or what? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's just to advertise that, like, to make sure people don't, like, again, to make sure people know what they're clicking onto. My Twitter is, in fact, NSFW. The Discord, we don't allow minors, or at least if we find out you're a minor, we're gonna ban you. And yeah, I mean, that's because most of the like places where I post, I also post NSFW. So I put NSFW, so when people go there, they're not, oh my god, what is he drawing? I didn't want to see this, So everyone knows what they're getting into. So I put big neon signs around everything that I do, so everyone knows. True people. True people do click regardless, but I mean, can't say I didn't warn them. So you've crossed the line? I've always, what? I think you're under some sort of a misunderstanding. I've been drawing NSFW since before I started YouTube. I just wasn't, like, publicly advertising it or posting it, or, like, no, I was publicly posting it, I just wasn't posting it, like, for, I had separated the YouTube from that, but that's too much work, so I'm not doing that. 1 second, give me 1 second. Yeah, give me 1 moment. Okay, I'm back. I thought it was just biologically accurate poses. I didn't treat it as NSFW. I mean, I don't draw NSFW on YouTube. Of course, I may draw, like, suggestive poses on YouTube, but I've never drawn NSFW. No. That's, like, you can't really do... I mean, yeah, you can't really do that on YouTube. At the very least, if you can, I'm not willing to risk it. So, no, I've never... I mean, you are correct in a sense. What I do on stream is, like, practice. Of course, it is practicing, like, suggestive poses sometimes. But yeah. People that say they don't, they're lying. Perhaps. Let's see what I can do with this. Oh, by the way, I saw that sketch you did, Alan. Very nice. Yeah, hair has always been difficult. Hair was, like, a big thing I had to work on to even try to get it to look relatively nice. What do you recommend for, I assume, studying body anatomy? I mean, the way that I studied was I just like looking at references of the anatomy that you want to study, and and trying to break it down. So if you're looking at a real life reference, I think that's going to be a little bit more difficult, and it's going to take a little bit more effort to like figure out how you want to simplify the anatomy or try to like draw it. I use like I would say like use shapes that is easily understandable to you. But yeah, so it could be like cubes, cylinders, spheres, whatever makes sense for you. It doesn't even have to be a real shape, just make it make sense. I studied both like real life poses and also like what's it called? Artist renditions, like just artist drawings, artist artworks, mainly sketches. I think sketches are very useful for learning because they're already broken down. There's not like a lot of, it's more digestible, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So it's easier to work out what should be done, and like to get into the mind of the artist and figure out why they're drawing a body part in the way that they are or whatever. I think that's a very useful thing. So I saw the most growth from studying artists and their sketches or like simplified doodles or whatever it is, right? Starting like and like studying in bite-sized pieces that is easily, that's not too overwhelming for yourself. So instead of studying like an entire pose, like the colors, the shading, the I guess the composition as well, just studying like maybe the head, or the face or the eyes or the hair. You could study the gesture, but if you're studying the gesture plus the colors plus the shading plus, it gets to be a lot and maybe a little bit overwhelming. So I'd probably recommend to not overwhelm yourself with that. Hello. No, I said hello to you, meme kid already. I think so. Yeah, I did. And hello, Vixie. Hmm. I would say when you get a hang of your own art style, you'd crave for more of an IRL ref than to just look at other people's works. I don't know. I think like at the moment, I've always been more inspired by looking at real, I mean not real, but artists, like just art styles and different stuff. Not that I want to copy their art styles, because I think like I like the art style that I have right now. Maybe if I'd like to, I like to look at and see how they simplify things. Simple art styles have always been like, well, not maybe not always, because I think the big artist that motivated me to really like take art a little bit more seriously, stylized art, was Yusuke Murata, and I don't think he has a very simple style. I think it's a very technically advanced style. But these days, I've been like seeing these artists do doodles or sketches or whatever, and those guys are inspiring to me. I don't feel like inspired by looking at a real reference, but I would say it is good to like learn anatomy from real references. I think like if I were to give advice to like people and not just like personal advice, I would say yeah, look at real references rather than artist renditions, because an artist can make a mistake and then you end up copying their mistake, and then I think it's good to look at how the actual piece of anatomy is supposed to be rather than how someone thinks it's supposed to be. Like I get more inspired when I like watch anime or read manga rather than like I see a person like an actor or a model doing a cool pose. I am relatively confused on how this works. Finally caught another stream after fixing my goblin vampire sleep pattern of sleeping all day. Sleep in the day, awake at night. Well, good job on fixing your sleep schedule. I need to do that as well. Yusuke Murata may have been my inspiration for stylized art, but maybe you will be my inspiration for not not going to sleep at 8 a.m. every day. That might not be a good idea because I do it a lot and it's fun. Eh. Yeah, maybe it's fun like the first time, but after doing it like every day, after doing it 3 days in a row, you start to get a little bit tired. Your body starts to break down, especially if you're not getting enough hours of sleep. I usually sleep like 12 hours if I'm up all night. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You need to recover yourself somehow. Oh, interesting. So that's how it works. Hello, Finn. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm vibing. Mic kind of sounds different than usual. Or not. My mic for my traditional streams and digital streams are different. So it might be that. Why tie a ribbon into a bow around your waist? If it's like an apron or something. If not for that, I guess just style. It's always better to use thick line art for readability. I don't know. I think it's just down to whatever you like. An artwork can be readable if you use thinner line art, but I think having some like varying line weight makes your... I think it's more about the variation rather than like just having thick or just having thin. Feeling? Does that mean feeling good? If so, then good. Feeling magnificent. Now, for a warm-up drawing, this is taking... I'm putting a little bit more care into it than I usually do. It's not like this is the only Aisha I'm gonna draw, so I'm probably just gonna speed this along and then do another one. Then draw, Vixie, draw. If you want to draw, then draw. Follow your heart. Or something like that, I don't know. But I also want to make boats in my silly boat game. Oh, I don't know then. I'm drawing Simon right now from Gurren Lagann. Do you know this anime? I know the anime. Partially. I haven't really watched it fully. I think I watched one episode, and I never got back to it. I know it's a good anime, so I'll probably watch it at some point. It is part of my to-watch list. How did you learn to draw from imagination? Whenever you're drawing from imagination or whatever, trying to come up with a new pose, you can just, if you've looked at enough references, you kind of start to figure out the general ways of how the body work together, like how different body parts work together. And then you can kind of just guess, I guess. It's guessing, and sometimes you guess right, sometimes you guess wrong. But when you guess wrong, you just adjust, If you really are struggling with a pose, maybe you can look at some references. References are always helpful. I don't think it's a shameful thing to not know how to draw something, so you try to learn how to draw it. For most of my day, I'm looking at artworks, so when I'm drawing, I at least have an idea of how I want to do something. Maybe I see an idea done before, and I'm like, hey, I wonder if I can try that in my own way. I mean, it's like I said, I say this a lot, I guess. At least I've said it a lot recently, but creativity is not something that needs to be done by yourself. It is by looking at the world around you, the artworks around you, nature, or just anything that inspires you, and putting your own spin on it when you're drawing. It's the additional part of your person. When you add personality to whatever it is you're drawing, that's the creative part. But you don't have to do it by yourself. The first artworks were drawings of representations of nature, like animals and such, I'm pretty sure. Humans, right? And then after that, if you look at Renaissance art, I think that's what I'm talking about. I mean, those guys are drawing things that already exist. They're drawing models and such. I mean, of course they're using reference, but I mean, if you want to draw something that you can't really draw something that you haven't seen yet. So yeah, basically to draw from imagination, you just look at a bunch of references over a long time until you start to figure out the fundamentals of whatever it is you're drawing, and then you can figure it out from imagination, I guess. What about cave paintings? That's kind of what I'm talking about, in a sense. They're always representations of something that has been seen before. She has this thing. It is not. It's a hairband. Yeah, so it's like. Yeah, exactly. No problem if I did help. Hmm. What did you do on your birthday? Nothing much. Didn't really do anything. Just hung out with family, I guess. Funnily enough, I didn't really do much drawing on my birthday, even though that's like the thing that I like to do the most. Although I would not say that that is like something that like ruined my birthday. I think it was quite fine. Sometimes it's cool to take a break from the thing that you like the most. Hanging out with family is quite chill. I quite enjoyed it. I probably should have done this warm-up drawing on the big canvas, on this canvas. I think that makes sense for a warm-up drawing, but I didn't. Hello, Copolina. Nice to see you again. Ready for some chill super chats? I mean, I mean, I'll sketch it. I suppose. At least I'll attempt it. Do you like your Ram figure? Yeah, I like Ram. I like Ram. Ram is cool. I mean, I said this in the short I made of it, but yeah, over the like season, I think I said this at least. Over the recent seasons, you know, after season 1 of ReZero, Ram just gets more time to shine, so I've come to like appreciate her character more. So actually, in this moment of ReZero, season 4, I think I do like Ram more than Rem. But yeah, I mean, speaking to like the figure, I think it's nice. It's a good figure. I like the pose. I like the clothes. I don't want shorts. Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't watch shorts. I watch shorts, but from the official shorts platform. No, I'm joking. Team Amelia. Amelia's great. After season 4, you know, like where like the last episode, yeah, I mean, Amelia was already like having some really good character development in season 2 with like the sanctuary stuff, but in season 4, yeah, she's been great. What the heck is this supposed to be? Whenever there is a twin, either I pick both or don't pick anyone, like the Shupogaki in Blue Archive. There's no point when you can only get one of the two. I mean, that's fair. Por qué no los dos? Thank you for the $1 Goblina. Appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I didn't drink water. I have water right there. Hello, Lord Wallet. How's your day going? I didn't draw her boots is what I'm trying to say. What is her boots looking like? They're relatively simple. I don't think I need to do it. Draw my rainbow girl, draw my goblin girl, rainbow nun VTuber, and make sure it's a big drawing. I don't know how that looks. You'll have to DM my new account if you want me to do that. Make sure it's a big drawing. I guess I can use one of these free canvases. Instructions to clear I wet my pants. Aw. It's not good. It's not good at all. Hello, music. How's your day going? I think court is dumb. Right. Yes, who even needs a referee in the game? Referees are for chumps. Oh, there it is. Fuck. I guess I can forward it to my self. Oh, come on. Oh, right, that's not the name anymore. Okay, cool. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I see the reference. Wait, but none of these are goblins. None of these are goblins at all. Is that Bridget on the left? Well, I guess I'll hop to that in a second. Thank you for the $2. Big fan Ken. I guess Soda. Yeah, right. You can call me Soda. Yeah. Can you draw your figure? I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by can you draw my figure? Or can I draw my figure? Oh, Ram? I mean, that's reasonable. It's right there. Sure. Okay, I'll deal with this later. Maybe something like... Also, don't pursue if you don't want to. No, yeah, no problem, I will. I like RAM. I'd probably draw RAM even without a donation. To be fair, I don't think you need to donate. It's an interesting enough idea for me to do it without a donation. I've been meaning to draw RAM anyways. This is going to be something. How does one... I mean, what pose? I don't know, man. Let's just go for it. Too small. Well, if the neck is gonna be, then that's gonna be there. What app are you using? I'm using I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is the app I'm using. Yes, you are right, Soda. The goblin elements, right. How does a goblin look? Let's figure out what goblin elements even are. Goblin, let's look that up. I guess I'll look up goblin girl or something like that. Welcome, Dim, how's your day going? Yeah, after I started using it, I don't know if I could ever swap to something else again. Clip Studio, yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty cool. Hello, Titan, how's your day going? It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday. Hopefully you have a good birthday. What are you gonna do for your birthday? Yeah, I guess that is all there is to making I guess a goblin. You're gonna get a lot of action figures? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy them. What even are those things, I wonder? Hmm. Whose birthday is it? Titans, I suppose? Person right there in chat. Who said hi? It's my birthday. Hello, Virus. You're sorry, Dennis? I don't know why you're saying sorry. You have really good line confidence? Is it from pen and paper? Yeah, I think so. Pen does give you some line confidence. Maybe. I'd say so. I tried to build to the sky to reach the heavens, and I fell down and broke my ankle. I don't know why you're apologizing to me, though. And me, then. Maybe you should apologize to your ankle. What's your name? Virus's name green is because Virus is a member, which Virus got gifted a membership by Reverie. Hello, Sideburns. How's your day going? Like when an art style has sharp edges. That's fair. Huh. This thing is taking a while to do what it's doing. Hello, Mr. Computer. Could you please look? Okay, there you go. Thank you. And that one, nothing's there. Okay, cool. I've never seen Draw Boy. I've done that before. I mean, if you scroll through my posts on YouTube, eventually you'll see a guy. Probably around 2. I don't know. Was Soda saying that this is a girl? I thought Soda was just saying that in general, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's hold on. If the nun thing is going over the, I guess I guess it could go behind the ears or something. I suppose. Because it does tend to like cover the ears to some degree. At least it ordinarily would. In that case, I'll do the same for the other side. Hello, Shira. How's your day going? Hopefully your day's going well. Bringing that up there. Yeah, sure. Good, very good. Nice. That's good. You got a GPU. That's nice. That is nice. Is it working properly? Do you want Dr. Stone? If you're asking if I've watched Dr. Stone, no. Have not watched Dr. Stone. I've heard it's like good. Who are you drawing, and why is she all ears? Hello, Corals. This is a donation to draw a Goblin Girl Nun rainbow. Rainbow Goblin Girl Nun. Or something like that. So Goblin Girl equals big ears. Cute Sora profile picture. The guy who loves goblins? I think that's Daru. Quite sure you're talking about Daru. If Daru saw me drawing another goblin, Daru would be ecstatic. I'm sure. Maybe not, I don't know. The six head, of course, yes. Of course. Could it be Sora without one? Miss Purple Freak would love your profile picture. Okay, I think that's probably good enough. Oh, the answer to that, Daru, is just one of them is normalized and one of them is not, I guess. Same reason people focused on the incest in the Coffin of Andy and Lele rather than like the the murder and cannibalism. The other two things have been done before. That's old news. We don't need to worry about that. You know what isn't old news? You know what does? You know what is actually wrong? Incest. Pretty sure that's the logic. At least, not the logic, but I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Who are you supposed to be, Yuki? Hello, Deepanvala. How's your day going? And hello, George. Hopefully your day's going well. Yes, I mean, I guess I think I have to color it for it to make sense. It's supposed to be a rainbow color scheme, at least on some parts of it. Still a sketch, so it's going to be looking pretty rough. I mean, yeah. Super chats are for sketches, but I might as well do the... I suppose I'll do a little bit more just to make it make sense. How do I feel about that? I mean, I don't think anyone should be, told to, end themselves over, freaking characters. Yeah, that's stupid. It's stupid. I don't really feel like it's like what okay, like what I think is like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. That's stupid. Um but I'm not like surprised by the toxicity on the internet, you know? So like while I might be surprised, it's like I mean, and while I might be like, boo telling people to off themselves over a freaking anime character, it's like, okay, well, what do I expect? I don't really expect anything. It's something similar to like the murder and cannibalism. It's like I'm kind of desensitized to it, which is like probably not good. I don't think it's a good thing that like that's a commonplace on the internet. But like, I mean, I don't think the people on the internet are like the paragons of decent people. So yeah, I mean, I'd wish people would like chill out, but I'm not surprised. Are off topic, but I like to see people's views. My bad. Huh? I'm not. I'm not really troubled by it. So I don't know why you're apologizing. I mean, yeah, it'd be like that, you know. Eh. I don't have anything. I mean, that's when like I. It's like if I could like push a button and like make it stop, I would. But no such thing exists. They're encouraging you to go meet your waifu. I don't think that. I don't think it works like that, unfortunately. Make her blonde? Sure. Blonde and green? I feel like I've seen this color scheme before. Do yellow and green go together? I wonder. I mean, I kinda. That's a character in Street Fighter that kinda, sorta, almost looks like. Oh, what's his name? It's the green dude. Don't know the name. I don't think it's blonde though. I think he has like more reddish hair though. Does his name start with a B? I'm not sure. I have a question. How do you get so good at drawing characters? Like, how do you study character anatomy? I look at the anatomy that I would like to get better at, and I try to draw it, I suppose. To get better at character anatomy, I look at the anatomy I'd like to study, and I'd look at, like, real-life references and, like, artist renditions of the anatomy. And I'd focus, and I just focus on small bits at a time. Miss Blanca. Okay, cool. Yeah. Red hair, not blonde. Then who the heck is maybe for whatever in my mind, red and blonde are like similar. I mean, I guess they're similar. I mean, they're like close in the color wheel. Non-outfit plus blonde hair. Wait a minute. Oh. Such violence for liking Beatrice ReZero grippers. What, is that true? I drew Beatrice recently. It's on my Pixif, and I guess on my Twitter too, but it's like cropped to some degree. I drew her on a whim. I wasn't really planning to draw her, I just ended up drawing her just for the heck of it. I don't know. How do you balance traditional and digital art? Ordinarily, I would just draw whichever, when I'm practicing anatomy, like the forms of anatomy, not like coloring or rendering. When I'm just practicing lines, I practice on traditional. When I'm practicing rendering, of course, I'm going to practice on digital. Okay, now if we're doing a rainbow, it'd go like this. And we're going up the color wheel rather than down the color wheel, I guess. Going clockwise. I guess we'll be ending with purple, I suppose, like over here. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. It feels like the pattern is skipping a bit here. Because it doesn't really make sense how it went from green. I mean, unless I guess the pattern can like repeat in the middle. I was following you on Patreon, but then my Patreon got deleted somehow. Oh, that's unfortunate. On Patreon right now, I'm gonna draw Ushiwakamaru. I just posted an Ellen Joe thing to Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, you get exclusive artworks and get to vote on the next character I'm gonna draw. And a sub W, of course, most of the time. I don't understand Pixiv. Also, a lot of Japanese tags. Most of them are like translated, are they not? Right? Like I think on Pixiv the tags are like the tags that are able to be translated are translated. Of course, there's like, what the? Okay, hold on. Why am I? Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, if you want to go to the search bar and you can type something in, and then you're going to get, type something in Pixiv, and you're gonna get, like, even if you type in English, it's gonna translate to Japanese, so you'll be able to search tags if you want. Oh, that's the neat thing, Ellen. I don't post any of... I mean, like, if you notice any of the characters I'm naming like Ushiwakamaru, Ellen Joe, I'm naming Yubel, Ram from ReZero. None of these characters are cute nor funny. Okay, maybe funny. Maybe cute, but none of them combined. I guess we'll just do a tiny rainbow here. You know, as a kid, I always thought that rainbows were kind of greedy, don't you think? They're hogging all the colors. Okay, I'm using too many. There you go. Maybe going forward. I was like, pick one color, god damn it. There you go. Hey, Daru, you made it just in time to see a goblin girl. Rejoice. Eye color. Maybe... I mean, maybe red? I feel like it'd be slightly lazy if I just used the same color for the hair. But, I mean, I guess it works either way. I could do blonde... Yeah, I could do... Yeah, blonde eyes. No, I could do yellow eyes or golden eyes, but... I guess I've come to appreciate this brush just a bit. The only character that maybe could have been counted as it is probably Leviathan. You might be talking about Leviathan corals. Yeah. Maybe Leviathan, and I guess I've drawn Tatsumaki, although I don't think Tatsumaki is like a danger zone for the most part. It depends on how much you actually like draw her cute or not. Oh god, she has so many more rainbow areas. Okay. Right here. Not really so many more. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Okay, there we go. Hello, Emperor. My plan is to be here for just a moment and quickly fall asleep before I get to work in a bit over 6 hours. I need to wake up 2 hours before it starts. It's not... Well, good luck. Are any of your OCs in that criteria? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would say so. Though, I would say it's probably again, it just depends on how much you want to stylize them. It's really just about the exaggeration of like proportions and such. So depending on how much you exaggerate or not is like, it's like the more you exaggerate, the less likely it is to be fine. The less you exaggerate, the better it is, I guess. Yeah, she's the RGB nun pro gamer. My Moth Girl artwork went quite a bit longer than I initially planned. I think it looks good. Are you using ref? I had a ref for the outfit because I don't know how to draw nun, and I had a ref for a goblin girl because I don't know how to draw. I mean, sort of like a goblin. I mean, I had a bunch of refs for goblins. I don't know how to draw a goblin, so yeah. You gotta use a ref if you don't know what you're drawing, if you don't know what it is or how it is to draw something or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, in the end, like when I'm talking about exaggerating proportions, I mean, someone has said this already before, but I mean, like all you have to do to make a character like be better, just like enlarge. I mean, shrink the head. You take the head and you shrink it, and all of a sudden, like magic, it's completely fine. Ain't that something? Hold on. There. Not lolly. Lolly. Not lolly. Lolly. So, I mean, in the end, yeah. What's a good example of a... I mean, like, just like Sora from Blue Archive, I think she's, like, relatively good. Of course, she's on the mind because Kurul's profile picture is right there. I count Tatsumaki. If you, like, seen... I mean, yeah. Of course, I think the way that Tatsumaki looks definitely changes based on, like, the panel that she's in. I'm talking about the manga. But I think Tatsumaki counts. Yes, that is Aisha from Mushoku Tensei. Is that supposed to be larger? I think it is. Indeed, heresy. Also, hello, no name Rafter? Can you draw Suika from Dr. Stone instead of Ram? Sure. I don't make a habit of drawing my OCs on Patreon, though, to be fair. It's one thing to, like, draw them on YouTube, but, I mean, I don't know how many people, like... I think Patreon... I would like it to have a little bit more value, and so maybe it's the case I just don't really value my OCs that much, but... I don't know. I think... It depends. Unless the person has, like, a really good art style, maybe then I'd probably... Or I could just like the person's OC. But, I mean, I'm thinking, like, of myself. Like, there's some characters that I'd like to see drawn by other people in their styles, just to, just to see what they do. So, in a sense, I'm kind of copying what I also would like to see from, like, a Patreon or something. Don't know how I knew that so well. I haven't even watched it. Maybe you've seen her around. I think she's somewhat popular, kinda. Still waiting for you to finally draw regular. Doesn't she mess with ponytails? Or not really? No, they're cool. I mean, ponytails, pigtails... they're cool. I think they're... I think I like hair that is, like, loose more than I like ponytails. But then no, yeah. I think ponytails and pigtails are, like, kind of tied. It depends on the character. Depending on the character, I'll probably like it more or less. For instance, I like Ononoki's pigtail, like from Monogatari. I like her pigtails. So I probably would like her more with the pigtails than without them. But if it's like, I like Aisha's ponytail. I think Aisha, yeah, it depends. I think it's very odd. I don't think I have like a set in stone. I like this hairstyle more than the other. I wanted a wolf cut ponytail. That's messy. You know that one character of mine I showed you? Might change her design completely. Oh, interesting. Well, good luck. I think I remember. I mean, if not, I can just look at the DMs, right? Where is this thing? Do I have the wrong... I might have the wrong thing. Okay, I'll go over here instead. What was I doing? Oh, right, Suika from... Okay, I'm gonna say... Oh, crap, she sucks. She sucks. By the way, your traditional drawings are so lovely, and it has a cheerful spirit. Well, thank you very much. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about now. I remember. I don't even need to look at the... Yeah, I remember. Just check if my messages show while my VPN is on. I know Twitch messes up, so somebody let me know. I can see it. Suika from... Oh, what was that? From Dr. Stone. Okay. Nope. I don't even know why that's there. Please go back into your rightful spot. Actually, that's supposed to be underneath here, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Hello, Mew. How's your day going? I should show that one artist I like in the new server. And I wonder what type of art style it even is. Oh, yeah, sure. There is a channel to share things. This square brush is interesting. It's not really a square brush, though. Alrighty. Save. There we go. Ah, crap, I forgot that thing. Okay, hold on. One more time. You know, I should just make sure while I'm at it. Is there stuff on the... No, the cuffs are fine. Quite depressingly, but other than that, my day is something other than that. Huh? I mean, I suppose so. Hopefully your day gets better. Yes, a goblin. I think I'll just pick this instead. Pick this instead. This, and then... that? Yeah, sure. Okay, finally, now I can move on to the next one. I've finally gotten all of the rainbow bits in. Okay. Collapse... What did I even collapse that into? Oh, that was a completely new layer. Okay, cool. And collapse that. And... I'm done. Yes, I'm done. Okay, cool. That works. Boop. Next one is who? Yes, I'll remember. Oh, this one. She's cute. I know her. Okay, goodbye, Alan. Have a good rest. Oh yeah, I've seen this guy's artwork before, actually, now I'm thinking about it. This one said you couldn't draw anymore, like you physically are not able to draw anymore. Would you still want to go on living? I mean, yeah. There's more to life than art. At the very least, my family exists. And it's not like drawing is my only hobby. I mean... I like music. You know, I like music, I like... There's a lot of things I like. Oh, Traka, how's your day going? Klee x Crab? Crab Klee? What type of... Okay, I'll do it. That person's art style, I wouldn't even say that's, I think that's like highly rendered actually. I don't know if sketchy is the correct word to call that art style. It's very well refined, to me at least. You like my art? Well, thank you very much, Blaine. Blaine Doofy? So it's like my... Oh, no, my art is... My art is sketchy. I mean... Like, look, I mean, there's a difference between, like, this line art or... like, this line art over here, or... like, any of these, and then you, like, look at... and then you look at his, it's like... No. His is way more refined than mine. On average. Crap, right. Still doing that thing that I said I was gonna do. Someone said, yeah, I saw. Daru said that. But I don't think it looks like a AI. I mean, okay, it does look very smooth. It looks very smooth, but I'm not getting inherently like a super AI vibe. Actually, I'm unsure. It depends. I'm gonna say it's probably. I have to look more at it, but you know. I'd have to actually examine it more. But I'm not really gonna do like an investigation live on stream. I'm not gonna get distracted. At a glance, it looks like an artist. The thing that'd be like, okay, is it AI or not, is like the consistency between different drawings, which is not like a surefire way to say like something's AI or not, but I can see where he's talking about. Can we see it? If you want to see it, you can go into the Discord. You'll have to go into the Discord, which is in the link in the description. Then you'll have to click the reaction roll, or go to like the pick your roll channel or whatever it's called. Click on 18 plus, and then you go to the share your. You go down to the channel that is, oh, what is its name? Sharing NSFW art, and then you can see it. I don't have it on my PC, which is where I'm streaming. Yes, it also could be that AI has, in general, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's like, I wouldn't say immediately it's like AI. I think it's pretty. I don't think it inherently looks like AI. Like I wouldn't say that. I think I can look at the drawing and I can see different strokes, um, which is not like something that AI can't do, but it doesn't seem like AI to me personally. But I can see the angle for why a person would say it's kind of AI-ish. Like it does have a very smooth, refined style. But yeah, it seems more like it's done by an actual human. Yeah, I mean, if you're already there, are you in the right Discord? Because we have a new. No, you must be in the right Discord. What's the Discord? It's in the link in the description. What pen could he possibly be using for the line art? I think he's using. I don't really. I think he's using a painting brush. It seems like a very soft brush that he's turned into a. Yeah, I think he's just using his painting brush probably. It only shows my X. What? Did you press C more? Because like, I mean, there's certainly like there's my Twitter, my Pixif, my Patreon, my Discord, even my Pinterest. Not that I post my art on Pinterest, but I do have a Pinterest account. Nice. Good, good. Are they actually drawing on your Twitter? Well, yeah, it's like a cropped version, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not even the finished product. It's like oh yeah, it's a work in progress. But yeah. You can see, at least if you want to see the headshot of like the the cropped version, that's like finally, what's it say, finished rendered or more rendered, the finished product basically of the head. You can look on the YouTube post. If you go through my YouTube post, you'll eventually come across the finished Ashley drawing. I did draw a gold chip a long time ago. You are right. I don't think I'll be doing that, Daru. Well, the character design is cute. I don't think I have enough interest in her as of yet. I haven't watched Dr. Stone. At the moment, she is just a cute character. Oh, you're talking about Suzo, the apex predator goddess. I do like her design, but she is quite a chore to draw. Yes, indeed, tentacles. Mind if I ask who you draw like those lines? I don't think I understand the... Who you draw like those lines? Yeah, I don't think I understand the question. Why does this thing always take forever? It must be because the canvas is so large. I'll probably have to like reset the canvas at some point. Who am I drawing? I'm drawing Suika from... What's her name? Dr. Stone. Thank you for working. What was my goal for today? I was gonna draw Aisha, Kishirika, and probably a Fate character like Ushiwakamaru or something. I don't think I guess I've started drawing... I've started drawing this, huh? Okay, I've kind of completed sort of one of them. Hello, Babagaki. Dismal weather. No, Reiwa, I feel like I've heard that name before, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe I know the English translation of it, but I don't know if the Japanese name sticks out to me. Reiwa. No, Dara-san. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. Well, it kind of rings a bell. That's the problem. But I just... There's no image or picture in my mind to connect them. How do I draw wavy lines? I don't know. Like, I guess seeing artists draw lines like this and then copying them, I suppose, maybe? But I'm not really... I don't think I'm really doing anything consciously. So unfortunately, I don't really have much to, like, point towards. Dr. Stone characters, their eyes are quite far apart. Do I want to replicate that? It's not like I'm copying the style, I'm more so copying the character. By copying the character, I mean just drawing the character. Welcome back, Soda. Yeah, if you're talking about just the way that my lines work, I guess I mm, lift up my brush. Not like I don't lift up my brush that much. It forces me to like take on a little bit more of a sketchier style, which I do like. So maybe that's what you're talking about. Maybe you're talking about like the well that. But if you're talking about that, it's just a result of me not lifting up my brush as much as I probably would normally. Do you ever look at Chibi to simplify the character in your head and understand it better for drawing? No, I don't think so. I think sometimes Chibi can look cool, but I don't think I'm particularly like inspired by it. And so, like for the most part, I usually only look at artworks that like are inspiring or interesting to me in some way. So like some Chibi artworks look cool, but it's not something like I purposely seek out or anything. So I wouldn't really say that. No, not really. The only thing similar that maybe I would look at is for the Monogatari endings, the artist who does those endings, they have an interesting style, and it is like similar to Chibi. It's like a really simplified style of drawing a character, but it's like more with sharp angles and stuff. It's less round than like what I associate with Chibi. Like a Chibi art style. But it might be a good idea if you want to like see a simplified design of a character though. Do you know how to overcome the fear of the flipped canvas of your drawing? And you will see all the mistakes you make. I mean, in the end, you just have to value your drawings less. To me, it's not about making a good drawing. I don't really care if I make mistakes or not. I care about learning from my mistakes. It's scarier to not flip the canvas because I might not see the mistakes that I could totally fix easily. I wish to learn. I don't wish to make a good artwork. If that makes sense. And I guess how to overcome like that fear of I don't know if it's like perfectionism or something, or like a just a fear of making mistakes. But I don't know. I think drawing with pen has gotten me over that fear of like making mistakes. Even though it wasn't like super strong, but I think it like pushed me even further in that direction. You're gonna make mistakes in drawings, but that's not the problem. Making a mistake is not losing. Like there's no such thing as like failure when it comes to art. Like you only fail when you stop trying to learn, I guess. Or you only fail when you stop trying to make things interesting to yourself. You only fail when you give up. So if you don't give up and you continue trying to learn, then I don't think there's really ever such a thing as failure. There's only improvement. Which is, I guess, how I think about it. So I don't really have a fear of making a mistake. I'm back. Was cleaning up dog throw up. Well, that's unfortunate, but welcome back. I look at chibi versions of characters to understand certain parts better: horns, clothes, hair, etc. I think that's fair. Chibi was created as a simplified, cute version of the character that was much easier to animate, which led to it mainly being used for humor and funny bits. Yeah, I think I can definitely see that. I mean, I for sure associate it with like a less serious tone. I don't think I've ever seen like an anime or anything like that, where the art style is like a chibi art style, but it's like still it's very serious. I love chibi slash kemono mi kemono mi kemono mi kemono mi. Yeah, I said that properly. Okay, cool. Art. I guess I want the chibi slash kimono mi vibe while also having a teenage look to the character, if that makes sense. I think I understand what you're trying to say. I don't really know what a teenage look implies, though. Like, as in a teenage, like, as in the age of the character, like, I guess that has to be what it means. Or it could be like, yeah, no, yeah, that has to. I don't know why what it could. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. When I look at the artist that you sent me, I don't know. I don't really see. I mean, yeah, I guess some people. I mean, it's just the way they interpret the art. Fair enough. Yeah, it's oh my god, they murdered him, but they were chibi when they did it, so everything is fine. Yeah. If I was in the Stone Age among mammoths, I don't think I'd have the luxury of drawing. I'd probably have to, do something more physical and practical. I don't think drawing is like relatively practical, unless you're like trying to document a certain species or something to like learn them better, or you're trying to like make maps or something. You're like drawing maps, or maybe you're making designs. But I'm not really. I don't like architecture. Um, Animals are cool, but I like stylized art, so I'd probably just do something more practical. It's like if I was in the zombie apocalypse, I'd probably stop drawing. I mean, when you said like they look like they're 19 or 20, I think that's like I think that's very direct. So I think you explained it properly. I guess. I guess I really struggle with that type of thing. Unless they add like wrinkles to a character, unless they add wrinkles to a character, or they make a character significantly taller or shorter compared to compared to like the average height of the character in a show. Like if we're just isolating an art style by itself or isolating a character, it's very difficult for me to like figure out what age the artist wants the character to be. Unless they have like specific like a outfit or something or whatever. I'd have to like look at the writing, but the art style itself in a vacuum, especially if it's like anime, it's very difficult. Because anime characters can be super big and bulky, and then they're like, oh, 17-year-old, 16-year-old, okay, cool. A character can be very small, and it's like, this character is 76 years old. It also doesn't help that like anime characters like are very they're so extreme in their proportions that it's like very they're like my brain doesn't interpret it as a human, so it's difficult to like tell what age the character is supposed to be, if that makes sense, So whenever someone's like, this character looks like 15 or this character looks 30, it's like I'm like, I'm it's like it's cool that you think that. I just can't interpret it. I'll just have to like shake and nod my head or not, shake my head like, yeah, sure, yeah, I agree. But ultimately, like, I don't know, it just doesn't work. But I mean, I understand. Like, you're saying that you want it to look to you as if the character is like 19. Like, I get that. I can understand that. I can understand the sentiment for that. But I wouldn't know like what to crap is this thing or okay, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to like tell you. No, I know. Actually, I didn't know. I have like when I was looking up Suika art, I was like, I did see like people. I saw like discussions of like what her age is, and then I saw like her age is 18. I didn't really search for it because I'm looking at images, but like the caption for like these different images that I'm looking at is like discussion boards or whatever. People just discussing why is she so short compared to the other characters, or whatever, or things like that. Do you think zombies will appreciate our drawing? Probably not. Maybe if you draw brains or something. Loving the drawing so freaking much. I don't usually see fan art of Suika. Oh, no problem. I'm glad you like it. I think she's a cute character. So I don't mind drawing her at all. Like like if the art style is like realistic, I think you can probably like I think it would make more sense, but especially when it comes to like anime characters or cartoon characters, it's like, bro, I don't know what you're I don't know what you I don't know what these people are seeing that I'm not, but it'd be like that. They'd be walking out saying, I'm 2,345, and I'm like, was that an age or a bank statement? But yeah, I mean, in the end, there's just a big disconnect for me. So while I can understand the sentiment of what a person is saying, I can't really relate whenever they're talking about a character's age or something. Like, some people said that, I saw someone say Freerun looks 30, and I saw another person say Freerun looks 15. And I don't know. I don't know I don't know. Yeah, I've totally given up on not even thinking about I've given up on thinking about what other people would think a character looks like, because it clearly doesn't actually have any like grounding. It's just vibes at this point. But whatever, so it goes when it comes to anything stylized, heavily stylized. Yeah, I saw someone said she looks 20, she looks 30, she looks 15. Man, I don't know. I can't. None of these answers make any sense to me. I probably should have used the... No, I guess I'll use this brush. It's cool. I feel like the square brush fits the more sketchy vibe, but... I do have an appreciation for all art styles. I think I can see the maybe value is the wrong word, but I can see like I can respect a person who has a high technical skill in art, like regardless of the art style. I would say I'm not really interested in a lot of art styles, like especially like leaning towards realism. Mainly because I'm just not really interested in real people. Like real people don't make me want to draw them usually. You have to be like a relatively special person to me to make me want to draw you. I don't even mean like in terms of like how much I care about this person. I mean like you just have to strike me as a drawable person, which doesn't really happen. But when it comes to stylized art, like I don't know. I think I'm just more interested in stylization in general. So it's easier for me to like point out what exactly I like about like when it comes to realism, I think the things that I can like compliment an artist about is like, well, this artist who draws realistic is like he draws expressions really well, or she draws like she framed this thing in a nice way, like she had nice composition, or you know, one thing or the other. But in the end, I don't know. It's more like I'm talking about nature rather than talking about like I don't know. I guess I just in general I'm just less interested in it. So it goes. If you like really sketchy pens, I can recommend a few I really like. I mean, sure, maybe I'll check them out. Sketchy pens. Wait, sketchy like as in brushes or? Hold on, give me 1 second. I mean, I think pens are cool for sketching, so maybe. I'd say I kind of like them. I like pens though, for the most part. But I'd like pencil. I like pen. I think in general I appreciate pens more because that's what I do my line art with. And when I'm drawing on traditional, I draw with like a pen. So I feel like I'm just more I'm like it's more in line for me to like work with cleaner looking brushes rather than sketchier looking brushes. Also, it's quite annoying to like use the fill tool with sketchier pens. I'm gonna be real, I don't know anything about realistic art. I don't think you need to know anything about realistic art. Did you know Senku is 3,700? Is that how long they were frozen in the stone? I personally don't really care for it. I can like it, but not care for it. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I think that's kind of like what I was saying. Like, I can appreciate the technical skills of an artist in any case, like whether they're doing realism or stylization, but it's not really going to inspire me or motivate me. Whereas stylized art is probably, like, it has a higher chance of doing that. Hello, Ace. How's your day going? Hold on. I think I missed something. Does the age of the character matter or the art style? Well, I mean, I think when it comes to stylized art, I don't think it really. It depends on the characterization. Like, I feel like the age of a character probably matters when it comes to like the story. Like, it matters. Yeah, it matters story-wise. I don't think it matters visually because stylized art can look however you want it to look. I would say like to me, I care more about the art style. But again, like for the reasons that I'm saying, like I'd care more about. It depends if we're focused on like a writing standpoint or like an art standpoint. I think for the art standpoint, it really matters on like what you see rather than like what you hear about the character. At least that's how I work. And the same when it comes to. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, and the same when it comes to real people. They have to embody something for me that makes me want to paint them. Yeah. But no matter how much I like someone, that doesn't like make me want to actually draw them. In the same way, I could like not like a character, but like their design a lot, that makes me want to draw them. Ah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. Dear dog. How to apply colors without ruining the basic lines of the drawings? Well, I mean, I don't know anything about traditional art. I draw digital. Like I paint digitally. Of course, I do sometimes color in traditional, but I will say I'm not really an expert on that. Well, I hope you have fun with your painting. Maybe you can paint something that makes you feel better. Ace. Without ruining the. I mean, I don't think the colors in general really like when I'm painting, I don't think they really interact with the lines that much. So I don't know. I don't really know what to say. I mean, I just paint on a low, like I paint on a layer that's not the line art layer. I'm painting on a layer below the line art layer, so they never interact. All of the colors are underneath the lines. I guess you'd have to be more specific exactly like what you're trying to ask about the lines ruining, like without the, yes, can you specify what you mean by colors ruining the lines, I guess? Yeah, there are a few I use for my sketchy work. FBR sketch is a great one. FBR sketch. Nice. Maybe I'll check it out if I remember, of course. I mean, as you're doing right now. Oh well, yeah. I'm not thinking about the lines that I'm making. Like I mean, the colors that I'm picking, like in relation to the lines. I'm really just coloring without thinking about the lines at all, because I'm underneath the layer for the lines. Burrow pen P. Hmm. Right? Oh, oh, that's the entire thing is that, huh? Interesting. Well, I will keep it in mind. Goodbye, Blaine. Have a good night or day. I want to draw digital. I find it hard to motivate myself. It just feels too different compared to paper. Also, could you look at what I've drawn on Discord? Which one did you send it to? If you could ping me, perhaps, yeah. I mean, the way I motivate myself to do digital art is just by looking at digital art that I find to look good, I guess. I'm always motivated because there's always something I'm seeing being done that I'd like to try out myself and like learn from. Yeah, I mean, because in the end, like whenever I'm making art, I'm not really in it for the texture, even though like I might be used to the texture of paper. That might be what's easier for me to draw on, but I'm not really in it for the texture of it exactly. I'm more so in it for the, I don't know, I just like art. I like stylized art. I think it's cool, and so I'm motivated to do it. No, I just want that. I don't know, it's scary. Like intimidating? I mean, maybe. I guess I can kind of see it. In the end, I'm not really intimidated because I mean, I know at some point I'm going to achieve what I'd like. In art, you only really fail when you give up. So, like, there's no repercussions for like failing, quote unquote, on an artwork. So you can just keep going until you actually succeed at what you want. So in that case, it's like more. I mean, yeah, it's more terrifying for me to actually just give up on art entirely, or like a specific facet of art that I'd like to pursue because I'm scared of it, or scared of failing, or it's intimidating. You can't really improve at something if you never try, or you can't improve at something if you don't keep going. It's one thing for something to be difficult, but you make it impossible if you stop trying, I guess. It actually becomes impossible when you stop trying, so you gotta keep going. I mean, whenever you're learning digital art, I think like looking at artists that do relatively like simpler renderings, like you can still look at artists that draw well, but you don't have to look at like the most complex rendering styles or anything like that. You don't have to like look at Yusuke Murata or maybe Dino Illustration. You could just you can like look at, I don't know. There's a bunch of artists out there that draw in a sketchy way, but it still looks good. Creature in a robe? Yes indeed. That's why I think having the right pens and brushes is important in exploring digital creativity in these programs. And same on inspiration. I just crack open Pinterest and I'm instantly inspired again. Yeah, looking at artworks will make me inspired. Easily. Yeah, having comfortable brushes is definitely a big part of it. Oh, anyways, yeah. Hello, Dreading Bread. Welcome to the stream. Alright, wait, did I say that? Not too sure. It does look like she has an apple on her head, huh? Alrighty, well. I've never watched Doctor Stone, but I'm glad you like the drawing I did of her. I think the only thing that is like a little bit not the most appealing to me is probably the face, like the eyes. I think Doctor Stone, when it comes to like the girls, they tend to have farther eyes. Like their eyes are farther apart, and maybe a little bit lower, and so it just looks a little bit off to me. But I mean, in general, though, yeah, I think in general they have like good designs. What I was gonna say, um, yeah, no, that's fair. One day I will watch Doctor Stone, I'm sure. Maybe. It's actually not on my to-watch list, so I'll have to like remember to watch it rather than me like just come, because like yeah, what sometimes I just browse my to-watch list and then I just end up watching whatever's there. But I don't have it on Doctor Stone, so I'll just have to remember. I do think she's like relatively, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe you just don't vibe with her design. Yeah, I can send it to your Discord. Alrighty. That is that. Oh, not that yet. Hold on. I think it'll probably look better if I fix up the nose a bit. Where's that nose button? I think that is just what's throwing me off, actually. Maybe? Not too sure. Well, anyways. Now I think I'm fine with it. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna put on like breakfast or something. So you guys can chill here for about a moment. And I guess while I'm doing that, I'll just send the stuff that I've already done. I'll be right back. Maybe I should put a be right back message. It's a terrible bee. It's because I'm using this stupid painting brush. It's fine, actually. I'll use this instead, though. Why am I using such thick brushes? It's so awkward to write on a screen. Whatever. Cool. Okay. Especially like a vertical screen. I've returned. I put on a pizza and something like that. Okay. Time to put this back, and time to put this back. Is that Revenant? Yes, that is Revenant. It's always Revenant. I have another Revenant drawing too, as well, but... Actually, what? I can't even try and click on it. But yeah, I'm working on another one too. Draw a crab consuming a pizza? Sounds too outlandish, I need to see. I mean, it'd be like a crab with pizza in its hand, probably putting the pizza to its eye stalks, I guess. Whatever would be the crab's mouth. Am I actually gonna draw that? No, I've gotten too distracted today. I was supposed to be drawing Aisha, Kishirika, and then probably Ushiwakamaru? But I spent like 8 years drawing the Goblin Nun that is Rainbow. And then I spent a considerable amount of time on the Suika. What's your opinion on pineapple on pizza? Never had it, so I don't have an opinion on it. Unconvincing? I don't know what that means. I don't think I was trying to convince you of anything. Unless you're just saying that the image of the crab eating the pizza is unconvincing. I don't know what else it could possibly be. The crab putting the pizza under itself? Pizza and the crab's pincers. Well, you know, people with aphantasia, it'd be like that. Unfortunately, they must suffer like that. Although I am slightly sympathetic. What can I say? I'm not a hero. not it's limited solely to unimaginable out of this world situation, I think it's like relatively normal. Like, okay, you know what like a crab pinching something looks like? You can imagine a crab pinching a pizza. You can imagine a crab pinching a pizza and then putting it to like its, and then like the pizza being positioned in front of its face, right? It's not like physically impossible for a crab to do that. I don't think it's unimaginable. The fact that it could possibly be unimaginable is kind of scary. Is this what they call a skill issue? I can't imagine that too crazy. Unfortunate. And there's some brushes that copy traditional mediums. Yeah. Yeah. Is true. Could I perhaps see the Revenant? Which one are you talking about? There's like this one over here. Technically, I mean, the swimsuit is removable. Did I even? I think I did finish it, didn't I? Kinda, sorta. Not really. If you're talking about the other Revenant, though, that one I cannot show on stream. I mean, I guess I could, like, send it to you on Discord, but as far as stream is concerned, they're not seeing that one. But crabs are smaller than humans. Actually, I think I'm gonna just get rid of this as well. Been streaming for 3 hours-ish. You know, I wouldn't be so surprised if the stream crashed randomly. It's usually around this time frame that the stream starts to crash. What is that? I think that's Abigail. Then that's a doll. Oh yeah, I remember this drawing. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah, the swimsuit one. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I'm pretty sure the pizza will be done soon. I'm surprised I haven't heard it beep yet. Take care not to burn it. Oh yeah, I mean I've done this before. It's pretty difficult to burn a pizza, I think. You put it on for the time it says to put it on for. It is made. In fact, I think it's more likely for me to undercook it than burn it. I don't think I've ever burned a pizza. Fries! Fries are easy to burn. Pizza? Nah. She has green eyes. Green and red. I think it's a nice color combination. If I'm green, then who's going to be your red? I say... I have no idea. Oh, hello, Kogu. Haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully today's going well. Yes, I'm drawing Aisha from Aisha-verse. Yeah, Aisha from Mushoku Tensei. Your PC was useless for some time. I see. So it goes, so it goes. I have seen Aqua from Deltarune. She is pretty cute. At least the artworks I've seen of her. Give me 1 second. The oven is beeping, which means that it's done. Okay, I am back, finally. I have pizza, but I'm not gonna eat it. Ain't that the sister of Jobli? Yes, this is Rudius' sister, Aisha, from Mushoku Tensei. I need to go and... Let me just go quickly wipe my hand, or wash it. I'm gonna go wash my hand. But yeah, I have seen Aqua. Very simple design, but very nice. Pretty cute. Am I? Okay. No, please don't tell me. Okay, never mind. It is. Just fine. Dene, but evil? Huh? Who? Where? Oh, crap, hold on. I'm not on top messages. There we go. There's a deleted chapter of the web novel where Eris's son tries to do things with Aisha. Yes, yeah. Wasn't it Aisha who was the one? Wasn't it Aisha who's pursuing that? She's like, I couldn't get with my brother, but his son? Yeah, that's where it's at. I think she was a little bit too obsessed with her brother. But I think Andrew Graves would approve, so. Opinions and all that. The hell? Okay. I guess to it. Anyways, here we go. I wonder if the author really likes incest. Maybe, maybe. I'm not too sure. I don't think he went all the way, I mean, a cousin is one thing, but yeah, I don't think people. No, that's not true. But I think it'd be less potent, and the coffin of Andy and Lele, if they were cousins rather than like directly related. Which is to say, if that's the case, then I think he would go all the way. But he didn't. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe he has like an editor or something, and his editor was like, listen, we can't do that. I don't think so though, because I mean, with all the stuff happening in Mushoku Tensei, I don't think that would be the sticking point. Like I don't get the what's it? It's like Yosuga Sora vibes. I don't get that. I don't get those vibes. that, the editor was like, I know we live in Japan, but man, you gotta chill out. We can't do this. We already have enough on our plate. Take it easy for just like one aspect. I think honestly, like I think he just probably likes non-standard or more interesting characters. Where's the spice? I don't want just unseasoned food. Give me some interesting things. Is probably what he's thinking. Or maybe he likes incest. One of the two. Who knows? I found my people. Let me see. I don't really want to go too overboard with this, with the hair rendering. There's this artist on Twitter. His name is like, or his name was Fun. At the moment, I don't think it's actually fun. But there's this artist on Twitter, and he like, let me see. Currently, he like draws a lot of Uma Musume. He's like this pretty. He's a like very recognizable style. I think it's simple, but it's recognizable, especially with like the way that he renders the hair. Let me see. I'll just do like a quick thing. Like if the hair is like this, let's say the bangs are coming down or whatever. When he's rendering, like he renders the hair in these like tiny, like the highlights is like this. Not exactly, but something like it. And you can like always tell that it's the artist. And something like that would be nice because like it looks like hair. You can tell what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't like take that much rendering effort. Because if one part of the drawing is like way more rendered than the other parts, it kind of draws attention to the fact that the rest of the drawing is less rendered. But if everything is like equally doodle-like, then it like I feel like it goes down easier. I was planning on drawing more than one Aisha, and I think I will. I think I'll do like two poses. We'll have this drawing and then another drawing. I think. Maybe. Hello, guy dude. Hello, guy dude man boy. How's your day going? Mr. Longhead. Longhead, Billy Bob Joe. Life's good. Life's good. Hopefully life's good for you too. Also, welcome to the crew. Huh? Am I part of a pirate crew? Okay, I can't speak. Part of a pirate crew. How's your day been? I saw you were vibing in VC earlier. I probably would have joined if I wasn't, well, streaming. Not too bad at the moment, actually. Nice. You're doing surprisingly well, which usually isn't the case. Well, that's, I guess that's good, but it's also not good, the fact that it's not, like, common. Do you know why it's going particularly good? Maybe you can recreate that and keep it continually going good. I want to reach an art style similar to Arapa 1 Magigas. Let's check. On Twitter, I assume? Let us see. I hate how when I open Twitter, it shows me flashes of peak artworks, and then it just refreshes immediately. Far too fast. I can't even react. See, no, I'm distracted. Okay, right. This person. Oh, that is a nice style. Yeah, you're right. Whoa. Cute roach girls. I assume that's a roach girl, right? You just put me onto peak. Thank you very much. That's nice. Nice art style. Maybe I'll study some of that. The rendering. I was welcoming Christopher to the crew. Oh, I see. I've seen Christopher for like a couple of streams. Yeah, like around, I guess, 5th. Yesterday I actually chatted and hung out with friends who I've kind of been neglecting for a while. And had a good time with them. Oh, okay, that's nice. Usually I'm too depressed as shit to want to chat with people. I got you. True. Interacting with people makes you feel better. It is true. Human beings are a social creature. Yeah. It's a Piraraku girl? What the heck is a Piraraku girl? Yeah, hello Faddle. How's your day going? I'm vibing. Hopefully you're doing good as well. I gotta remember, these, like, the soft brush does tend to make things just look better. The soft eraser. Right. I've been neglecting to use that. Laying around is not too good for, yeah, like, feeling good, to be fair. That's why a lot of people recommend, like, exercising, even though it might not be applicable in every single case. It is true that moving around and stuff and talking to people, all these are good. Is a huge Brazilian fish, really? No, I wasn't talking about Pirachan. I was talking about, you know those so like there's this artwork if you like go on the media page and then you scroll down, it's like there's like this flan, I think. I don't know what it actually is, but there's like this dessert with like whipped cream on top, and then there's like these two girls with like antennas looking hair stuff coming off of them, and they're like eating it. And they look kind of roach-like because they're like brown. Their hair is like brown and they have like antennas. Yeah, usually it's after you feel good is when you're able to accomplish things. It's usually more difficult to accomplish things while you're like down. It's at the very least more difficult to like accomplish things while you're feeling down. Yeah, Roach Girl, talking about that artist that Kogu mentioned. Arapa one Magigas. I wish the roaches were more like that. Yeah. Okay. I'd like roaches more if they weren't ugly creatures that haunt your house like gross, wet assholes with wings. Yeah. Yeah, roaches in general just seem like the unsanitary type of insect. I have like way less problem. I was gonna say I have way less problem with ants, but in general, I was like think of one ant. But usually one ant, it's not. That's not all that's like in your house. It's like multiple ants. Goodbye, Soda. Have a good time then. I'll go. I'll be back in about an hour. Okay, well, toodles. I'm gonna go watch Delicious in Dungeon. I mean, yeah, that's a good anime. Good luck. I hope you enjoy it. Tagoon or not? Tagoon or not Tagoon? Usually the question is to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, good sir. Everything else can come later. Wait, everything else can come later? Okay, yeah, we're done. I need to pack it up, actually. I was even trying. That just happened. Freaky crap. Look, leave me alone, okay? Leave me alone. She's to come back? Oh no. Okay, I need to... What happens if I take this, I do the multiple layer eraser, and I just erase this? Well, that doesn't really make any sense because, yeah, it's supposed to be, like, on her. Neat. I'm gonna make a supervillain with the ability to enhance other people's abilities and make them stronger. His name will be his name will be Goon. Why? Because he creates goons. He's basically a glorified goon. No one can call him a gooner. Gooners! I can never look at the word goon in the same way ever again. Such is the fate of ideas that are given to the internet. The internet takes. It takes and it morphs, and it never lets the thing go back to how it used to be. I'll have to call them my homies or something. Is Metamorphosis a good manga? Never actually read it. I've heard it's infamous or something. I need a term like gooning, but for hugs. I know you don't mean like something like hugging, but my brain wants to say hugging. Hugging is the word you're looking for. A serial hugger. Hugging so much it excessive hugging. Metamorphosis is a very happy manga. You should read it. We have a bunch of evil people here. That's what's happening. No, it's true. Josuke Higashikata? Higashikata? Yeah, sure. From JoJo comes and saves her. Oh, is that so? When people come up with fan fictions to rectify the tragedy that they experienced when reading another piece of media. Will you read the wholesome manga? What, Metamorphosis? No, unfortunately, I just have too many other manga to read. I want to read Bibliomania. Fire Punch was good. I was gonna say I want to read Fire Punch. I already read that. Nah, I don't think so. Which is very unfortunate, but... kind of want to read Witch Hat Atelier. I kind of want to read, like I said, is it Biblio or Biblo? I don't know, but one of those mania. Ah, yes, I Berserk, the most wholesome manga. I would actually read Berserk, but I am aware that the mangaka, I think Miura, passed away. Rest in peace. But I don't know if I would like to read a manga that halfway through has its direct, like, basically switches creators. I don't know. What? I mean, I'm sure it's like good. Like, it got taken over by someone else, and I assume they have at least some what of a like a I'm assuming the guy is trying to like respect the direction and tone and yeah, just direction of where it was going in the first place. But I don't know. Read Reincarnation Coliseum. Have I seen that before? I think I've read that before. It sounds familiar. Reincarnation. I do believe so. Is it the one with the main character who can like copy powers? Is that it? Like copy the other opponent's powers after he like defeats them? I think I like read like one chapter of it or something. Oh, that's it? Then it's also the one where the opponents either... Is it the one where, like, the opponents turn into girls? Or something like that? Like, the opponent, like, the loser gets, like, bread? Or something? Was that a thing? Was that it? Read a certain magical index. It's just a short, light novel series you can brush by. This man out here, this is a demon in human clothing. Mr. Longhead. I should have known anyone by the name of Longhead Billy Bob Joe is a dastardly villain. I thought the manga ended. Abruptly is not the correct word, but that's what I'm going to be using because of his... No, I think it's still continuing, so I've heard. I read all 15 chapters of the new comic on Asura. It's really good, but it's not enough. On Asura. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, the Reincarnation Coliseum? Or... yeah, I assume so. That time I got reincarnated into a slime. I did watch until season 3. It was fine. Oh yeah, that one is Reincarnation Coliseum. Yeah, the girl becomes a futanari. Futanari becomes a futa. If the girl wins. And then the guy turns into a... Yeah, the guy becomes a girl. Yeah. Crazy. Is this what they call a peak premise? That doesn't fit. Nice sketch, by the way. Thank you. Gonna be going for... Well, I'm just laying out the sketch. I don't think I'm actually gonna be finishing this. Looking fresher than a change of drawers. Did you like Yanni Neko's design? Actually, yeah. I think it's like simple, but I think it works, you know? I think it's a good design. The anime has a really nice style. And it's animated really well. Like, it's a high quality anime. which makes it all the more disgusting. But yeah, I do like the anime. I watched the 2 episodes that were out already. Oh, Mushoku Tensei's out today. Yeah, obviously, that's where all these new clips are coming from. I'm gonna watch that after the stream. Speaking of after stream, I think I might be ending stream soon. I do want to draw Kishirika, which is gonna be on this page, and then I'm gonna draw. I do need to work on a Ushi Wakamaru drawing for this page. I need to work on a small alt for my Shinobu bath drawing that I was doing, Tub Nobu, from Monogatari. But most of these drawings I don't think I'll be able to do on stream. So I'll probably be heading to Discord. Yeah, Kishirika's great. Yes, Yanni Neko is Chainsmoker Cat. Yeah, I do like the anime. I think the jokes are like actually like pretty funny. Like a lot of them, I was like, huh, that's neat. I wasn't like laughing out loud with any of them, but I think I'm just not the person to like laugh out loud to most things, to be fair. But yeah, I think it was a really nice anime for the first 2 episodes. Kishirika's first OST is a samba. I can't remember. I can't remember the OST that came on. But yeah, I think the drawing of Kishirika, I think it's gonna be like a high angle shot. So like, I'm pretty sure I want it to be like. It depends how. I don't exactly know the composition, but she's gonna be like hair. Then her body is gonna be like hair, shoulders or something. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with the arm, but I'm just gonna put them out for right now. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna start a new sketch. This is not actually gonna be the actual sketch that I go with. She has this collar on, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm just trying to get down the pose. I'm just trying to illustrate the pose that I have. And I don't think her arms are gonna be out like that, but I think I want her to be looking upwards, like at the camera. So rather than the head being like facing that direction, I think the head facing upwards so you can see more of her face would be nice. Then like the crotch should be there. But maybe I'd make her like, maybe I'd go for something like this. I think something like this is probably what I'd go for. This is like the angle. I do remember that scene. Actually, that's probably the scene I'm going to be referencing. But I'm going to have to look at the scene just to get some things correct. Proportions and such. I mean, if I wanted to look up her proportions, I can just like look up her actual character design. But I'd like to look at her character design there specifically. Actually, it's probably not the most important, but whatever. Nice, yes, keep them like that. The eyes, yeah. The highest quality drawing. This is my final form. Hello, Mohanlal. How's your day going? Smug or flushed? I think surprise is what I'm gonna be going for. Like a, oh, like a, oh, something like that. I don't know. I do like. Let me see. I like in my mind when I visualize her, she is like a more of a smug type of, big wide grin. I mean that is what she does, right? But for this specific one, I'm thinking more like a surprise. I'll figure it out. I don't actually know. Anyways, I don't want to get caught up on this. Let me just continue with the sketch, and then yeah, I need to do Ushiwakamaru. After that, was there another character I'd like to do? Nah. Maybe, actually. Oh yeah, Jahi. I think maybe I'll do Jahi. Jahi-sama. I watched 2 episodes of that too, as well. Yes, I watched 2 episodes of that too. I'm the best at speaking. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day for now. Just to let you know, I do have a new Discord server. The other one got a... Well, the other one is fine. It's just that my account that I was using to manage that server is inaccessible to me. 2-factor authentication and it being disabled is a very nasty combo. I can't appeal because I can't log into the thing because I have 2-factor authentication and I don't have a passkey or a security key, so rest in peace. Anyways, yeah, new Discord server is in the link in the description. Pixif, link in the description. Twitter, link in the description. Patreon, link in the description. Twitter, where I post artworks. Pixif, where I post artworks that I don't post to Twitter, at least not like cropped. But it still will be censored because Pixif, although there's like, I do post uncensored on Discord. Either Discord, whatever it is, it's something. The Patreon, currently I'm going to be working on Ushiwakamaru from Fate Grand Order. I don't know who the character I'm going to be drawing after that is, but I'm going to be hosting running a poll on Patreon, so they'll get to decide who I draw after that. Just hack into your own account. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'll probably be hopping into Discord. Probably the Carnival. And yeah. Hope you guys have a good day. Oh, there's also that pun from Dragon Ball that I need to finish. So many drawings. Also, there's that Kana drawing that I need to finish. Kana Kamui. I have way too many drawings. Well, yeah, have a good day. And I'll see you sometime, probably tomorrow. Or something. Do I want to... I don't know.